Hello, and welcome back to our Pokemon Emerald Seaglass adventure. Last time, we defeated Watson here for our third gym badge, and today we're going to continue on north. If you are ever here and you're wondering, where do I get Rock Smash? It is right down here in this little house. You'll talk to some crazy guy. He will give you the HM for a Rock Smash, and then you continue on your way, which is exactly what we are going to do. So my plan for today is to, number one, get some encounters. So we need to get an encounter here on, I don't think Route 111 here is going to have anything else for us to get. We could get a static encounter here on the Rock Smash. I kind of hope we don't, because I think it's just going to be a Geodude, which we don't really need. Okay, so we don't get one there. That's fine. But what we want to do today is, one, we're going to battle some trainers. But what I also want to do, get our encounter on Route 112, get through this route trainer-wise. Okay, we're going to fight this guy, but that's okay. Get through this route trainer-wise, and then I want to go back to the Wishing Well. We can get some pretty cool Pokemon there. I haven't done it yet. I was just kind of waiting to see how we wanted to do that in terms of with the Nuzlocke, but I'm thinking, as I've given it some thought, obviously I've had some time away, but I think what we'll do is we'll get one encounter at the Wishing Well for every gym badge that we have. So we have 3 gym badges, so we can get 3 encounters there and see what we can grab. I think we can grab some pretty cool Pokemon pretty early on. I think that would be a fair way to do it. So Route 111, I think that we can't go any farther because we need goggles. We need some goggles for our little eyeballs that we're going to get pelted with sand. That's no fun. But on Route 112, we can get an encounter. Let's see what we got. We got a little Numble boy. I like this. A little camera up to action later on if we can keep it alive. I am absolutely here for it. I think I'm just going to covet here. This shouldn't knock it out. Shouldn't do that much damage. And if you're holding anything, we get to have it. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. It goes for magnitude, gets magnitude 9. Magnitude 9. We should still be just fine here. Okay, we are A-okay. Let's throw we did not stock up on Pokeballs. That was a big, silly mistake from your boy, but hopefully we'll be okay here, and the Numble is going to cooperate and get in the first Pokeball that we throw. Yes, baby. That's what I like to see. Little Numble, welcome to the team. And we will continue on. I don't want to go too much farther. Azumarill goes to level 25. Absolutely gorgeous. And what I do want to do is not give you a nickname right now. We are not nicknaming you right now. We're going to nickname everybody at some point, but at some point is not now. I believe that is all we can get, at least for here. The rest of these are going to be some battles. So what I want to do now is we are going to go over to Rustboro, and we're going to go to our Wishing Well and see what fun encounters we can get there. Obviously, we need to stock up on some Pokeballs as well. So I will see you once we are there and ready to go. Peer down the Wishing Well. The air begins to sparkle. Toss a Wishing Star. Yes, please. Shines and begins to fall. A Pokeball containing a Pokemon. Oh, so you just get them for free. You don't have to actually catch them? Well, would you look at that? We got a Spearow. Okay, well, that's one. That is one little Wishing Well token used. All right, let's go for another one, I guess. So let's see what else we can get. Toss it into well, sure. Pokeball up here containing a Pokemon. We have an Omanyte. Okay, I will take that as well. Another little water type that we could use. A little Amistar action possibly later on. All right, and for our third Pokemon, we are going to receive a Shroomish. I actually don't hate a Shroomish either. Okay, so nothing too out of the ordinary, but at the same time, we added some depth to our PC box, which I can appreciate. So let's go take a look at our newfound team members. And I thought we were going to have to battle and catch these things. I was prepping for a whole shebang. We didn't have to do any of that, so I will take that. There is our newly caught Numble with a simple ability, Sassy Nature. You do love to see it. Here's a Spear with a Naughty Nature, Technician. I kind of like that. I do like that. Here is our Omanyte with, what do you have here, my friend? You have Skill Link. I also enjoy that. Okay, that could be pretty fun, Technician and Skill. Not that I would probably use a Spearow, but you never know. In case things get dire, you never know. A little Poison Heal, Shroomish here as well, Naive, Nature. All Pokemon that we can indeed train up. And we will probably do so off screen, get everyone to where they need to be and viable just in case. And all right, well, that is it for the Wishing Well, at least for now. So what we need to do is we need to head all the way back to where we were and go start trekking north and get our booty moving. Okay, here we are. Flew all the way over here, but by flying, I mean running with speed up on. So I don't believe we have any of these other trainers to fight. I know we could go through this gauntlet right here. I also did end up fighting this lady up north, and actually, we end up getting a little Geodude. So I'm going to count this as a static encounter, and I'm going to say let's for giggles. Let's, for some giggles, try to catch this thing. You never know. You never know when you could use a Geodude or a Graveler or maybe a Golem later on if this thing allows us to evolve without having to trade. So I'm going to throw a couple Pokeballs at this thing, and I guess we can try and headbutt it. It should live with all the massive defensive statistics. I will just go for Covet. Go for Covet. It lives literally on 1 HP. Thank goodness we did not go for Headbutt. We are way over leveled compared to the Geodude, so I'm not sure why I thought that would have been a good idea. I'm glad I did not click that button, and common sense got the better of me. We got a Geodude, and we'll add that to the box as well. We do not need to give a nickname to this beautiful fellow here. No, thank you. You can go back to the box, and I will count that as a static encounter. I'm not going to count that as 111 because you never know what we can go get in the sand. And we want to see as many sprites as we can possibly see. That is the goal. This guy doesn't want to fight you. We have a double battle here. I fought this lady on the way back by accident, but it was an interesting battle. Y'all wouldn't have seen it anyway. So let's go fight the two down here, the news reporter and the cameraman. I think that will be where we're going to start. And I also need to check our level cap. I always forget to check that before I start. That's okay. I'm going to keep Wobbuffet out there with, actually, let's get Magby out here. Let's get Magby some levels. That's what we're looking for. We want to get ourselves a Magmar and a Magmortar here somewhat soon. Would be nice. I think all the trait evolutions evolve around level 30. I think that's what I saw in the notes. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure if there's an item that we need to get, whatever that might be, but it actually looks like we have a decent matchup here with the Magnemite and the Wishmer. So let's go for, not Fanatec. Let's go for Ember into the Magnemite, and then I am suspecting that we are going to have a special move come through. So let's go for the Mirror Coat. Ember's going to come out. Decent amount of damage. It does indeed one-shot the little Magnet Boy. Wobbuffet's pretty happy about that. Magby grows level 21. Beautiful. And everyone else gets a little bit of experience. Wishmer's going to go for Howl. That's fine. We should be able to deal with this Wishmer now next turn. Mirror Coat does nothing for us. We're going to go ahead and go for the Ember. And then I'm just going to Encore this little fellow so it cannot do anything to us. Cannot do anything to us. We'll get an extra chance to knock it out next turn. Not really an extra chance, but we'll get the chance to knock it out next turn with an Ember, and that is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I believe that is all she wrote. Let's go ahead and speed up on through that. No one leveled up, and they want us to give a little interview. A little interview, something to describe. Can we actually type in here? No, we can't. We have to pick something. Let's go greetings, and let's go appreciate. Yep, absolutely. 2468, who do we appreciate? I appreciate the OK button that I, for some reason, could not find a way to click. There we go. Fiery Path. Let's see what Fiery Path has for us. Fiery Path has a Slugma. A little Slugma. Another fire type. I can appreciate that. And it is not something that we have yet. So let's go for a Feint Attack. Feint Attack does... Wow, that was a critical hit, so we kind of got lucky there. I actually really like Slugma's little sprite here. That's awesome. It's so good. All right, let's throw a Pokeball here. Hopefully this should be a pretty straightforward capture. And our box is growing a little bit today. I can appreciate that. And bingo. Slugma is caught. Let's go ahead and add it to our Pokedex. We don't need a nickname right now, and that is our encounter for Fiery Path. Now, we can't go there yet. We don't have Strength. We only have Rock, Smash, and Flash. All right, Route 113. We've already got a Numel. We've got our Slugma. I'm not sure what else we can see here. I know we got some ninjas hiding in the grass. I also know we have some hidden items up here in some of these stones. So let us see what we can see. We're making our way through the ash. I love that. I always thought it was so cool. All right, if I'm walking through the canvas on the ground, the grass, you can see where I walked is really neat. Indeed, it is. This person wants to battle. All right. Why is it so cool? We have a Trapinch. Now, if we can get a Trapinch, I'd be okay. I think this thing might have Arena Trap, and it does have Arena Trap. So we need to switch Magby out. Let's go for the Feint Attack here, and hopefully we don't get smacked by a Magnitude. I don't think Trapinch gets Magnitude. I think it is more of a Mud Slap. Oh, it has Dig. I don't appreciate Dig either. We are faster, which is unfortunate for us, because we're going to have to take this Dig, and it's super effective. Ooh, that hurts. That does indeed hurt, and I really should have switched out. I wasn't expecting a Trapinch and a more arena trap, but I should learn from my lesson. Poor Magby. We did all that work to get Magby up. All right, well, it also celebrated right in our face, which I guess is fair because ours always does that. But our first loss is to a Trapinch. To arena trapping Trapinch. So what I don't want to do now, wow, is that kind of sucks. I feel like we were probably close to getting a little a Magmar. So we don't want to put Flaffy out front. Let's put Grovyle out front. And part of me wants to go back and switch out for another Pokemon. But we have a Route 113 encounter to see, and it's a Spinda. We can replace our Magby with a Spinda. Oh, goodness. I actually love Spinda. I'm not going to lie. When I was a young lad, I was doing a Pokemon Sapphire Nuzlocke, my first ever Nuzlocke I ever did, and I had a Spinda, and it absolutely carried me all the way through Elite Four. It was incredible. All right, but it doesn't stay in the ball the first time around. And I'm going to look at Spinda. It's just so adorable. It's such a forgotten Pokemon, too. So we'll try to catch it. I don't know if we'll use it. We do have a pretty decent normal type in Lanoon already on the team. I would like the Spinda to stay in the ball. I know we could probably hit it with something, but there it is. We caught our Spinda, but still does not replace our little Magby, which I feel like really could have been a huge asset to the team, especially once it got to its final stage of evolution. But there's not really a quick way for us to get back. I think I'm going to run back real quick so we can put another Pokemon on the team so we can start leveling it up, and I will see y'all in a second. All right, we are here at the box, and it is time to put our first loss, our little baby Magby, into the box. Into our box. Upsetting. Probably should have seen an arena trap at some point coming our way. Probably should have switched things out, but that is what I get for probably going a little too fast and not really thinking things through. Now, the easy one to throw on here is Slugma. We could just throw Slugma back on and go from there if I wanted to. The other option would be to use this time to level up Numel. I think Numel does give us ground typing as well, which is something that we are currently lacking. And would allow us to, again, add another type to the team. So I'm actually leaning more towards Numel. I think that's what we're going to do. I think Numel and Camerupt, obviously, at some point, hopefully we can get some Megas, and we can get a Mega Camerupt, and that would be absolutely amazing. So I'm actually put Spinda up here. I'll take a little quick look at our newest member, Timid Nature, Tangled Feet. And Tackle, Copycat, Feint, and Psy Beam. I don't know if we looked at our Slugma. But let's see, we got a Flame Body, Jolly Nature. If that's a fast little Slugma with Ember, Rock, Throw, Harden, and Incinerate. But that is unfortunate. That is like the most anticlimactic way to go too, because it's like there's nothing I could do. I couldn't even take a risk. There was nothing I could do to stop that from happening, besides just having a better Pokemon ready for what it would have been matched up against, which is sad. Sad for all of us. So, all right, we're gonna Rock Smash here, and then we are gonna get back to where we were and continue on. Do some double team shenanigans if we absolutely must. And we've got another battle here to finish off this part of the route. Bubble Beam is indeed what we need to use. Okay. And a Hyper Potion. All right. It actually looks like we still have more. We're almost to the next town, which I would like to... Let's switch out here. I'm going to go into Grovyle and Wobbuffet just so we can split up our experience a little bit more. And I'm actually going to do this instead. We can go around these guys. That is what I really want to do, so we can go to the PC. We can switch out our Pokemon a little bit, and then maybe go fight those last two trainers there. All right, thank you for letting us use your beautiful invention. That is the PC. And let's drop off Azumarill. We don't want to level up too much more. It does look like we're going to have a gym battle. I don't know why, but I was thinking that the Team Magma and Aqua fights were coming first, but they are not. So let's do this. Level 1. I think we can put Omni in the team for now, get it some levels. Always be good to have another backup water type. We do have the Psyduck as well. That will evolve into a Golduck here fairly shortly, but obviously I don't plan on losing Azumarill, but you never know what's going to happen, so it's always good to have someone in the back ready to go. And we'll go into this double battle and see what they have for us. All right, we've got a Marill and a Skarmory. We're going to go for the Mega Drain into the Marill, and then we'll go for the counter and see what happens there from the Skarmory. Ooh, you have Sap Zipper. You absolute gross little Pokemon. You absolute gross little Pokemon, and that's not going to do a lot to you either. Let's go for the Quick Attack. I'm going to go for their counter. Quick Attack doesn't do a whole lot. It did use Defense Curl, which I don't appreciate, and the Wing Attack I also don't appreciate. Here comes a Bubble Beam, and we're going to get we're gonna get Grovyle out of here. Let's go into Falafi, and then I'm also gonna go for another counter. Flaffy will help us. Should be able to take care of the Marill and then the Skarmory if we need to. Here comes the Pin Missile. I think that is a physical type attack. Indeed, it is. We're going to go for the Electro Ball into the Marill, and we'll go for another counter. Here comes Electro Ball. Actually, probably should have... Oh, no. I was going to say, we should have gone into Marill. We did go into Marill. I thought I went into the Skarmory, but now we should be good. We should be smooth sailing here. I will say the double battles are definitely more challenging, at least compared to like the single trainer battles. Double battles always seem to have some decent synergy going on, which makes things a little bit different. So On Might is growing a bunch. Obviously, we'll kind of speed up through this Learn to Bite. They have one too. Look at that. Skarmory's almost there. Almost there. We're going to knock out the Omnimite, and then we are going to just counter one more time, see what happens as the Skarmory wants to attack us again. Then thank you very much. Level 9. It does indeed attack us again. The counter is going to knock it out. And then Omnite goes to level 10. All right, now we're going to go for another Electro... Oh, yeah, we'll go for Electro Ball into the Swellow. And are you going to do something to me that's going to be over half? Not at that level. I don't think so. Double Team is kind of gross. I don't appreciate that, especially if it gets a little bit too crazy. Going to go for another counter, though. It's going to go for another Double Team. We just got to hit one Electro Ball, and we're good. One Electro Ball, and we are in the clear, but we just can't seem to hit one. Come on now. Come on now. I guess now the PP is going to be a problem. We're continuing to miss. There we go. We finally hit. Hopefully this is enough to knock it out. Indeed it is, because I think we missed like 6 or 7 Electro Balls. That would have been a problem for us. So, all right, level 11. And that is the last of the trainers for Route 113. We're going to grab these berries here. Now, we have a gym, I believe, in this town. I'm not going to plant any berries. I'm going to pick all the berries that we have available to us. I know we missed a couple on the other routes as well. Got a Pokemon here, and we do indeed... I think, is this our gym here? No, the Move Tutor House, and then... the Battle Tent. I don't think that is online yet. I don't think that is ready to use. Or am I thinking of a different town? I think I'm thinking of a different place. But no, there is no gym here. I'm going crazy. I'm just going a little bit crazy. We're out 114 next. But for now, what I think we're going to do is we're going to end things off right here. And we will continue on from this spot next time. So thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more just like this. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.